What do you call a bunch of chess fanatics bragging about their skills in a hotel lobby? That's right, chestnuts boasting in an open foyer. Okay, delivery could have been better. Welcome to Shave&Butcher. Today's shave is inspired by Frank Strömberg, our dear wet shaving friend who passed away earlier this year. So, not a sad video, happy one. One of Frank's favorite razors was the Weck Sextoblade. So here's one with a Kismet blade in it. The soap was one of his favorites. This is Mitchell's Woolfat from Bradford, Yorkshire. The brush was actually designed by Frank. It has an Omega bore brush knot in it, and the design of the handle was made by Frank and turned by Matti Lindholm. This is in oak, so it's a collaboration between Matti and Frank. And the post-shave is going to be Lucido from the Mandem Corporation. Frank introduced me to that aftershave, and I managed to pick one up when I was in Tokyo to send to him. So there you go. So I don't have an ordinary cold for the first time, hopefully only time. I have COVID, so staying at home. Not feeling too bad, but not feeling very good either. The whole family is down, but I'm the only one who's testing positive. My daughter's been really poorly. She tested for the season flu, but not for COVID. Very strange, very strange. That doesn't mean you don't have it, because COVID is all around us. It's everywhere I see. Okay, so when you lather Mitchell's Woolfat, you get a lot of foam, a lot of stuff you barely know what to do with. So I just continue loading. This is one soap where I don't take it easy in the loading process. We'll see, maybe that's enough. But as you can see, it's all very foamy. If you followed this channel for a while and you followed it and you follow it closely, you've seen me shave with Mitchell's Woolfat a number of times. You can see it's all flying around, and you go, first time you use this, you think to yourself, Jesus, how is this ever going to turn into a serviceable lather? Well, you work at it. So what I'm doing now is I'm not even splaying the brush, I'm just trying to get some kind of control of all the foamy stuff. There's more proper, proto lather in the middle of the handle, but it doesn't make any sense to throw this away. What I'm not sure I've done is do Dagber's frothing test with Mitchell's Woolfat, because you'd need a close container for it. But I can probably pull the puck out. That'd be interesting. Maybe I've done, no I haven't. His frothing method is that you put a bit of water on top of the soap, you close the container and you shake it until you don't hear any, liquid running around anymore. So it's all a froth, all a foam, and then you load by just dipping the tips of the brush into the foam, and you build a lather that way, and it's incredible how little you need to build a good lather, really. Okay, it's starting to materialize into something resembling modern soap, because lather is just soap, water and agitation. So what I guess I'm doing is I'm getting rid of a lot of the air bubbles in the foam and bringing it into something It looks more like shaving cream. In modern shaving soaps, when you load with a dry brush, you get a lather that resembles toothpaste. That's what you want. And you keep adding water to that and moving it around your face. That's the agitation part. It's hard to get Mitchells to become toothpastey, but you want to get reasonably close. So I loaded for a long time. I overloaded, as we say. So I have much more soap than I need. But that is part of the fun. I still haven't added any water. This is slowly getting dryish. I always take my time building the lather. Frank would do it quite a lot quicker, you know, more efficient. Just like his shaving was much more efficient. We did a video. It's a cool experiment. So myself, Frank, Matti, Lindholm and Frank's Dave Card did a 2 or 3 pass shave. 3 pass, I think. Yeah, you can shave with that. God, it's a lot. I'm going to start adding water now. And we videotaped it. Then Martin Roland at YMMV Shaves. YMMV Shaves. Edited everything and, you know, made it to split screen with 4 guys shaving at the same time, so you can watch the different techniques and everything. And I was rushing like a madman, and Dave Card was trying to shave as slowly as he possibly could, and then Frank and Matti shaved at ordinary speed, and I was dead last every time, even though I was really hurrying up. But it was a fun experiment, and watching different shaving techniques. Mine was way inferior to everyone else's, obviously. I can't say which of the other 3 had the best skills, because they're all very skilled. Frank had some particular moves. You know, he did backhand strokes and cool J hooks, which I never mastered. I barely tried. I knew I wouldn't be able to pull that off. Okay, so I've added water, quite a bit of water actually. So I just do the same thing again. And I often feel, okay, that's it, I'm done. That looks great. You know, it makes peaks and everything. But then, sorry, as I shave, I notice that, no, it's not quite there. And with Mitchell's Wolfat, you can't overdo it, I think. You can't work the lather too much. I mean, this is getting much more dense now. Well, this is pretty good shaving lather. And you could say, yeah, that will do. You know, right now it's very similar to foam on a canned goo. It's good quality shaving cream, shaving foam, but it's not quite as dense as you get it with modern shaving soap. So I'm adding a bit more water to see if I can get a little more density to it. It's getting hard to know where to put all the shaving cream. It's also getting hard to make it look good. I don't know. I can't. That will have to do, because I can't build more leather. I don't know where to put it. So let's do the shave. Because of Frank, I often do shaves with Mitchell's wool fat with a Weck, which is so you spend 20 minutes, 11, building a lather, where with a Weck you could literally shave with no shaving soap, just water, and you'd get a shave that is pretty much just as good. So it's a stupid combo, really. So I had so much soap, I didn't quite get to the density I wanted, but it's still falling off the razor. It's actually pretty good. But you can make it more dense. Yeah, this whole shave is embarrassing, considering it's inspired by Frank, because he was so much more elegant than I am in everything he did. Efficient, economic in his movements. Looked good, wasn't messy all the time. So, sorry Frank, if you're watching. It's hard to know, because the YouTube statistics don't count those who watch from the afterlife. At least I don't think so. There you go, and you can flick the sands off the razor. That's fun, isn't it? Yeah, again, a disgrace of a shave compared to Frank Strömberg. I apologize. And really, not a very good tutorial for Mitchell's wool fat lathering either, because it's so messy. But it works fine. Second pass, and with the Weck, I can get a pretty much a BBS shave. Just doing my normal 2 passes. It is the most efficient razor I have in terms solely in terms of the shaving performance and experience. Mechanically, it's the best razor I have. And it was Frank, Dave and Matti who inspired me to get one. have two. I have a med prep one, which I really enjoyed until Frank said, no, it's not very well balanced. And then after that, it's all I could think of. And he was right, of course. The handles are, the scales are a bit too heavy. Works fine, you know, but if you can, this is called a Style A. I don't know why, it just says that on the box. I have the original box. So good. So good, so good. I'm putting my fingers on a bit of alum block. So that I can get a good grip. Lovely. Lovely indeed. Yeah, I'm a messy shaver. Unlike Matti, remember, with the brush. He does the cleanest shit. Well, Dave Card too, and Frank, yeah. Those three, wow. Just a killer shave. Yeah, I hope this COVID thing passes quickly. I will miss the traditional in between Christmas and New Year office go-kart competition. It's really annoying. It's good fun. I really enjoy that. I'll have to wait to the summer version. I hope we're doing a summer version. And then rinse with cold water. I've resisted cold water for rinsing and shaving, and I don't shave with cold water, I just rinse. Resisted that for the longest time, because the cold water felt uncomfortable to my skin. Yeah, I am a Viking, but it really helps the post-shave experience. Lucido from a Mandem corporation in Japan. Basically unscented, a bit of a medicinal scent, really. Lovely. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp.